Greetings everybody, Cub here, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time, you might recall, we actually captured Grian's son, this little guy right here, the Shulker in the minecart. And today, we are going to capture a couple of Grian's grandchildren, which have spawned from this original Shulker at Grian's entity. So, we need to put down a little bit of another rail line here. I think this is the area we're going to use to make our Shulker farm today. And we need to get, I think, about 4 or 5 Shulkers out here in order to seed the Shulker farm. And then from there, it should be fully automatic, which will allow us to gather Shulkers and send them to Total Chaos to add to the chaotic nature of the game. So, let's go ahead and we will grab some rails here. I'm going to grab some regular rails and some powered rails. And then we're going to need some glass. And let's just put that away here. Grab this, and we're going to bring this out this way, and then about here, we're going to switch this to glass. We're going to make a similar loop of a Shulker in a minecart going around like this that we made over there. So give me a sec, let me make this happen. Alright, another rail line loop is created with some glass, so we can always see the Shulker and what it's doing and where it's at in here, just in case something goes wrong. But yeah, this is ready to go, so let's go ahead and head on back to the shopping district and Grian's entity infestation. Alright guys, so we're heading on into Grian's entity here, and if we listen closely, you can hear a bunch of Shulkers underneath of the entity. Now, I think the plan initially, when Grian gathered his son, he wanted to use his son to levitate people into the entity from below. But things got out of hand, and now there are a ton of Shulkers down here. Bad for Grian, but good for us, because hopefully we can have some of these Shulkers hit each other with their Shulker bullets. And then that should, in theory, get them to duplicate and then teleport outside of the entity itself. So that's what we're hoping happens here with all these Shulker bullets. Okay, I heard one teleport. Let's see if it's on the outside. Is it on the outside or the inside? Hopefully the outside. Nothing here. Okay. Because that way, if it's on the outside, we can actually take it and move it around. If there's not one on the outside, we may have to do a mad dash through the underside of the entity and hope. Let's walk up this way. Anything here? Shulkers can teleport to air blocks on any solid block surface, by the way. Oh, he is there. He's there. Okay, fantastic. We got one. We got one. We got one. Okay. Very good. We're going to take off our armor, and then we're going to drink some invisibility. Very good. And now we should be able to swoop in here. Yep. Okay. Fantastic. And now we're going to need some rails and a minecart. So now with invisibility, this Shulker can't see us. So I think if I put a cart here, then run a rail line beside this, it should pick up the Shulker. Then we can take it over here, up here, onto this, have it come this way, and then we're going to drop it down onto this rail here. Or maybe we just get a... Tell you what, we're just going to actually have it go down this way, and then hook up directly here. I think might be a better option. So like this, like this, like this, and then up like this, and we'll replace all this stuff we're breaking, don't worry. There we go. That should work. I'm also going to put another powered rail here just to make sure that the Shulker makes it, but there we go. That should, I think, work. We'll power this one, and we'll power this one. And then, if we put this down, I think it should go around, pick up the Shulker, and then go a pretty significant way down this track before stopping. But luckily, we have our minecart with Furnace, which we can power with some coal, and that should push it all the way out there. So let's try it and see what happens. Hopefully this works. There we go. Picked up. Boosted up. Boosted over. Down it goes. Oh, and it turned the wrong way. Is it going to go the right way this time? Okay, there, a little bit of a detour, but that works. Okay, very good. Now we get out our furnace minecart. And boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Okay, so the shulker will go way ahead. But I think eventually this will catch up to the shulker. Shulker has come to basically a stop, but luckily our furnace minecart is trugging along here, and bam! Gives it some momentum, pushing it out there. So now we just keep following this thing, and eventually I think the shulker will make it out. Alright, final push, I believe. Furnace minecart pushes the shulker one more time, and then I think this should do it for the shulker. Let's make sure. Comes up here. Turns to the right. Goes around here. And then we just simply break this. Place a block here. And wait for the furnace minecart. That one is in there. Very good. It's getting boosted every time. Very nice. I think that's enough, right? So it won't stop ever. Slows down a little bit, but yep, I think that's good. And we just break this, and yeah, we got to do it all over again. So that's one in there. Now we need, I think, two more. Two more of these, and then we should be ready to start our farm design. All right, new plan. Instead of basically having the entities teleport to the outside, why don't we just go to the inside? That might be a simpler solution. And there's already apparently a rail track in here from somebody else that took some shulkers out. So I think we can do this. Let's see if there's one like this guy here. Might be a prime target potentially. So we can just run a rail line here that comes down like this and then turns. And maybe starts over here, right? Like that. I think this should pick this guy up and then carry him off this way. And this, but other than that, I think we should be good to go. I'm going to put down a rail here. Bam. TGC happened tonight. Can play in a bit. And then I think we just turn this one on. Boom. And then place a minecart down, and that's it. Hopefully. It's in. It's off. Down it goes. Out here. And it should be trucking along that way. Alright. It's on its way. Hopper minecart. Down here. Couple of coal. And we should be good here. Final shulker is on its way here. It's going to be pushed yet again here by the furnace minecart here. Very good. And while this is going, we'll wait for this to catch up. I just wanted to show you something kind of cool we saw yesterday. Apparently, if you get in a minecart while flying, watch what happens. This gets kind of insane. But you basically stay flying. I'm not sure if this is a vanilla thing or... What the heck? Yeah, okay, I did not expect the invisibility to have the sword just pointing on the side, but yeah, this actually happens, and yeah, it looks like you're traveling at an insane rate of speed here. So that's kind of cool. I think we might actually boost the shulker here. Let's see what happens. Will the shulker see me? Oh, it does. Okay. Will it stay? Yep, it's just gonna fire bullets at me now. Oh, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Well, there'll be a couple bullets after us, but this furnace minecart should basically catch up to us. Okay, now we're levitating, but we're in a minecart, so we're not actually going anywhere. Wow, that actually did a lot of damage. We're actually going to need some health pots. There we go. Cool. So yeah, kind of a cool little trick. Look at that, and look at my cape. Kind of a cool little trick. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting, so we're going to bail out of here now and let the minecart do its thing. But yeah, kind of cool. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 shulkers now surrounded by glass and just going around and around and around in some minecarts. That's fantastic. I believe that, yeah, our furnace minecart should be catching up here soon. We also got our regular minecart here we got to pick up, so that's great. Anyways, 4 shulkers in. Now it's time to start to build the farm. The Shulker Farm I'm building today is a simple one-dimensional Shulker Farm, which was initially created by Mind the Fab. This farm is perfect for our uses because it allows easy access to the Shulker Bank, which is used to occasionally replenish the Shulker in the duplication chamber, which you can see here. Obviously, this uses the mechanic that a Shulker, when shot with its, or a Shulker bullet, can occasionally duplicate. But this also utilizes a really unique mechanic with Shulker teleportation, and manipulates that to move Shulkers away from the duplication chamber area to the top of the farm and the Shulker Bank. Effectively, what is happening here is Shulkers, when they teleport to the underside of a block with scaffolding, supported scaffolding below them, will always teleport upwards. And that's how we move the Shulkers through the farm from the bottom to the top here. Now, I'll provide a link in the description to Ending Credits channel, where he explains in a little bit more detail how it works, but effectively, that's the mechanics that's being used here. Other than that, it's just a minecart, which takes the Shulkers from the top of the farm to the bottom, and then the Shulkers, once they duplicate, are whisked up to the top through the teleportation mechanic. Anyways, that's the farm. Let's take a look. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Shulker Farm is now completed. Pretty cool design with some pretty cool mechanics, so let's just recap what we hope happens here. So first of all, we have a lever over here that I can flick. This lever controls some minecarts on a timer, which is actually buried underneath soul sand here, so that Shulkers can't teleport to the area nearby. But the minecart dispenses here every once in a while, and there is a gap here, which you can see down right here. Looks like a long way down because I actually have soul speed on my boots. But yeah, basically, the minecart comes out, falls down there. There's an activator rail at the bottom, which will basically... Oh, here we go. Yep, okay, there it goes. Yep, falls down. The Shulker goes down there, gets ejected there. The minecart comes back up and is recycled. But the Shulker ends up down here, if I can fly on in. Yep, sweet. Down here on the andesite block. It then can be seen by snow golems, which are buried underneath the soul sand. The snow golems shoot the Shulker with snowballs, at which point the Shulker becomes angry. It shoots a Shulker bullet, which then travels upward in this glass tube, then falls back down, and excuse me, that should then hit the Shulker, and at that point the Shulker has a chance of duplicating, and it will hopefully duplicate to one of these air blocks out here on the underside of the soul sand. And then, once that happens, it tries to extend. It realizes, hey, I can't really extend here. I'm kind of uncomfortable. And so it then teleports to a new spot, which is higher up. And it prioritizes the traveling upwards here because of the scaffolding, which is a cool mechanic. And then it goes all the way up to the top of the farm after a little bit of time. And it ends up in one of 2 spots. Actually, one of 3 spots. So we have an extra spot over here for a Shulker, just in case all of our Shulkers die. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But it can end up here on these slabs. In which case it can get picked up again by a minecart going by. It can also teleport down here, in which case it suffocates and dies because we have 24 minecarts here to do so. So that's basically what should happen. And yeah, you can see this thing is now on a clock, and we'll periodically distribute Shulkers to the snow golem range down there. And then the hope is that we can use this rail line here to extract the Shulkers that lie along here over the course of time. So anytime we need a Shulker for total chaos, we just put a minecart over there, and we can automatically pick up a Shulker and whisk it off to total chaos. That is the plan. Let's get a Shulker now. We got the rail line set up already going down here, so let's see if we can grab one and get it into the system, start this farm up. Alright, let's do this thing. We got our invisibility on, and we're going to break this part here. We should probably actually connect this up first, so let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so rail is connected up. let's now change this so that this goes that way. There we go. All right. Very good. Shulker is on its way. Again, we're invisible so it doesn't shoot us. So we go up here. Wait for it to move past this point. And we missed the turn off, but it should have deposited the shulker right there. I missed the whole thing. Nope. Okay. That's bad. Okay. Luckily, we have a failsafe here. Yeah, you know, it would have been nice if we would have actually put an activated rail here instead of a powered rail. That would have helped to eject the shulker from the minecart. You know what we can do, though? We can just simply flick a lever here, and I've redirected this rail track so it should go around here and to the farm. So let's do that. Bada bing. Around it goes. And eject it out. Fantastic. Okay. Cart returns. And now the farm should be operational. So let's just wait here. We'll sleep the night. And we should see that shulker right there get picked up. So I'm going to go in for a closer view. We got still 5 minutes on invisibility. There we go. Shulker is out, as you can see. Very good. All right, picked up, falls down. Very good. Okay. So now we see what happens here. We should see relatively soon. We heard some shulker bullets firing. Okay. More bullets being fired. Do we see any shulkers coming up yet? Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. Farm is working. That's a good sign. As you can see, we got a new shulker down here. Very good, very good. There's some shulkers there. And you'll see they'll become kind of uncomfortable and teleport upwards, which is super, super cool to see. So now we got 2 of them. There's one picked up by another minecart, distributing them down below to make sure we always have one shulker that's aggravated. And they keep coming upwards. Very good. If I fall down here, and actually if I come down here, we should still be okay, I think. So you can see, yeah, them all teleport upwards here, which is kind of cool. And you heard some of them die there, being suffocated in the minecarts. Because after all, this is a farm, although we're primarily using it to retrieve shulkers themselves. See if we can see any being created and duplicate. Oh, there's a spider there. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. What is going on here? Hang on. Let me just take out this spider real quick. I'm gonna fly on in. Oh, what is happening here? What is happening here? Did I forget a block here? How is this guy shooting out here? Okay. Problems here. Might have to restart. We gotta get out of here. Yeah. We definitely need to restart the farm. Something went desperately wrong here. Although it looks like it is like started a little bit, so that's cool. You know what I forgot? A button right here. And also here, I think. And that one already is covered, I believe. Yes, so they can't teleport here. They can't teleport there because there's a rail. Okay. Now I think we're good. Yeah, we forgot those 2 buttons there. But now it should work properly. I'm going to send this thing up here. Should be handled. And let's start this thing back up once more. And now we should be good to go. We already have a lot of shulkers up here, by the way. Man, oh man. Alright guys, so as you can see, our farm is working nicely. We got shulkers coming in. We got shulkers queued up here. Looks like we got all 10 slots filled here. So hopefully this guy underneath here will teleport into those minecarts. Just like that. You love to see it. And then boom. Dead. And that is dropping us some shulker shells below here. Very good. Yep. Love to see it. Alright. Fantastic. So, with this farm now operational, I think it's now time that we create the rest of the rail line out to total chaos, because remember, the ultimate goal is to not set up a shulker farm, but to actually use these shulkers in total chaos itself to incite even more chaos. Let's now talk about where we need to put the shulkers at total chaos for maximum chaos madness. If we fly on into the arena here, this is what we see. And the idea I had is that the shulkers near the sides of the arena could shoot levitation bullets, the shulker bullets, into the arena, causing levitation to the player. Which basically means we need the shulkers on the outside somewhere. You can see some witches, by the way, throwing some potions very nearby. Which, yeah, if we're not careful, yep, we'll be hit. There we go, we got slowed. So you got to be careful on the sides anyway. So this is going to be a little bit of a dangerous play, but one that can give you a height advantage over other players. And by the way, when you're actually levitating, you cannot be killed by dripstone. So I think that will be something players want to try to do, but you will take fall damage. So you need to, there will be a little bit of strategy in this, is what I'm saying. Let's now boost out of the arena and determine where we can put the shulkers so that they're not impeding any of the existing weaponry we have around here, which is quite significant, but also that they add to the chaos. The arrows here on the side, these can't be impeded because these shoot out individual arrows. There's also arrow barrages from this array of dispensers. There's potions out the side here, and then of course we have the witches and the fireworks and additional arrow barrages here. Luckily, there's one spot we can go where we can put the shulker and it can sit there and add to the chaos. And that is up here and out at this exact spot here. This is where our shulker is going to sit at height 88. It'll be able to see players on the ground and then shoot them as they come close, basically. So as you come toward the side of the arena, let's go ahead and place down a rail right there. And I'm thinking we're going to drop the shulkers in from above. I think that's the best way to do this, like just straight up drop them from a huge height. And the rail should snap to the, or the minecart should snap to the rail once they're falling and are right above it. But there is another problem. If we put a shulker here, when we're coming through and restocking, you know, anything here, or in particular the potions, and double checking, make sure everything's working back here, making sure the shulkers are still alive, we want to not be shot by levitation bullets. That would be bad. Therefore, we need a little bit of trapdoor action like this, and this should block the shulker's vision of us. We'll do the same thing on this side. Just like that, and then we'll do the same thing on this side like this. There we go. And of course, we also have arrow barrages higher up, those ones way up there, which can occasionally, and you've seen this before if you've followed me, the arrows can hit falling dripstone up really high and then fall through the powdered snow back toward our position here, back toward the shulker, where the shulkers will sit. That means we also need a block above the shulker. Just pillar up here and place one down. And we also want to protect the minecart from getting hit that the shulker is going to be sitting in. So we need some trapdoors here too. That will hopefully, you know, stop any arrows that shoot in from above, because obviously, you know, arrows can't go through trapdoors. And then we'll also put a trapdoor on top to prevent mob spawning on the top. And this will be basically the shulker module itself here. Now I'm going to leave the top open for now, because like I said, we need to get the shulkers in here and drop them from a height. But this is what the shulker should see. There should be a fairly wide field of view, I think. About, you know, 70, 80 degree field of view. And we're going to have multiple of these on each side. So we should have good coverage on the outside here. Let's just make sure that's clear. Okay. And then we're going to drop on in. Drop on down. And then we're going to remove everything else here, including that stuff. There we go. So that is one module down. We're going to have 4 modules on each side. And effectively, we're going to skip every other one. So we skip one here. And the next one will go here at the same height. So we'll come in here. And then this spot here will be the next one. So we'll put in a slab. And this is skinny enough, if we make our way over here. This is skinny enough so that these arrows will not hit it. The next arrows are too high to hit it. And also the potions on the side. Although they have a little variance left and right, they will not hit these trapdoors at any point. Pretty much the perfect spot. Let's go ahead and put the rest of these down on this side, and then we'll start to move some shulkers in here. Alright guys, let's do this. We're going to place down a minecart here. It looks to me like we got a full array of shulkers. Oh, we're missing one, I guess, over there. But we have four, well, now we have 5. There we go, perfect. So that's what we want to see. We're going to pop a potion of invisibility. We're going to take off our armor. And we're going to hopefully pick up a shulker here. Also going to hopefully sleep. And this shulker should come down this way. Very good. Okay, we're going to heal it. Bada boom. Bada boom. Bada boom. Okay, and then we are going to send it on its way and hope for the best here. We shall see. We shall see. Also, I have sounds disabled. I'm going to turn those on. It's because there's so many minecarts over at Total Chaos. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're still going. I'm hoping someone can sleep. We'll see, though. There we go. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Shulker should hopefully drop down perfectly onto the rail. There he goes. Floating, floating, floating. I think he's in. I think that's a success. Let's get down there. Let's float on in. The shulker is in there, my dudes. The shulker is in there. Let's pillar up a little bit. All right, we still need a block too, I guess. Yep, so shulker is in there. As you can see, he cannot see us, so that's cool. And we're just going to place a block above here, and then a trapdoor above that. Very, very nice. And you know what? It might actually be a good idea to do this, so that just in case it ever does come out of the minecart, it won't teleport to this block. At least not this side of this block. Okay, perfect. Then, of course, comes the critical test that the shulker can actually hit you inside of Total Chaos. So let's make our way up here, and we make our way over to, I believe it's this corner. Yeah, this corner. So we should have a skeleton, but let's see if the shulker comes in range first and can shoot us with a shulker bullet. So let's see if we slowly inch our way up towards the edge. There it is. Shot fired. All right. Let's see if the bullet actually can hit us. Oh, yeah, it's hitting us. Oh, yeah. There we go, baby. We're going to eat something here. And, yeah, this is going to be insane. This is one shulker, by the way, folks. Oh, the lava. The lava's closing in. I think we'll be okay if we fall here. Yep, we'll be fine. Yep, very good. The bullets miss. Yeah. Oh, baby. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. Of course, we have no armor. We'll have armor in the actual event. We'll have, like, iron armor, so we won't take quite as much damage. The lava might actually come into play here. That's awesome. Okay. Test successful. Let's just sprint toward the side. We should have a skeleton shoot us here as well. So we just stand here. Let's see what happens. There we go. Shot by Captain Chaos. Nice. And of course, if we check the outside, the shulker is still in the minecart. He's just waiting for a few friends to join him in these other modules. So everyone, with that, I think I'm going to call it an episode for today. Got the Shulker Farm up and working so that we have shulkers constantly spawning in, and we can hopefully get a bunch out to Total Chaos in the very near future. Speaking of the near future, there is a stream weekend this weekend. Here are the times on your screen now. I'll be streaming Saturday at, I think, 5 o'clock Eastern, And Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll be playing some TCG and also getting some Shulkers out to Total Chaos. So if you want to see me load all the Shulkers up live, twitch.tv/CubFan135. But for now, thank you all very much for joining. This has been Cub. Goodbye.